The day I turned 16 is the exact day I got my first traditional real job. So I was a busboy, I guess now it's considered a bus person, at the very famous chicken dinner restaurant at Knott's Berry Farm. Side note, that place was started by Mrs. Cornelius Knott. She was a hustler and was supported by her husband, Walter Knott. That guy was down too. There was a lot of great things I learned from that job experience, but one of the best parts was getting paid, meaning another source of income for me. And even better, we'd get tips. So that's a subject that I want to talk about today. Let's talk about tipping. When or where or why tipping started is not what we're talking about in this video today. Today we're talking about how much to tip. A percentage of your bill is a common option. I've also heard that it depends on the quality of the service. I've also heard tip very well regardless of the service. Some even tip before the service is given. And I've also heard don't tip at all. And of course, let's start by saying you can do whatever you want to do. You do you, it's all good. But if you at all follow the golden rule, and I think there's a similar rule written in some really old book, it says something like, treat others like you would like to be treated, or something like that, then I would say tipping is probably a good thing. A question that I've often heard though is, hey, so what's a good tip? First of all, let's get rid of some things to not do and not look at, to have like a clean canvas before we can even start talking about the scenario that I like to set up when it comes to the topic of tipping. Let's not look at the bill. Second, don't judge it by the quality of the service, because we don't know what that server has gone through in the last 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Maybe he's just going through some hell of winter right now. He doesn't even know, or she doesn't know how to carry herself correctly because she got so much going on over here. Maybe she's going through a really sad, long, cold winter, but she still has to work. He still has to go put in work to pay the bills and make it happen. So we can't really look at the quality of the service so much. Also, don't look at their accessories. Don't look at what kind of watch he's wearing. Don't look at what kind of earrings he's wearing. Don't look at what kind of necklace or the brand of her shirt if they get to see the shirt if they're not wearing a uniform, or the type of pants or jeans or denim or shoes or socks or purse or bag or any accessories. Don't look at none of that, because now you're judging. Oh, well, shoot, if you could wear that $1,200 watch, then you don't need a good tip. You already have good money. No, we gotta just get rid of that. We can't judge their accessories or how they're wearing what they're wearing to justify the tip. So this is what you do with this formula. Whatever current setting you're in financially, because ultimately a tip is not just a verbal tip like make sure to always wear your seatbelt, don't drink and drive, make sure to cover your mouth when you cough. These are financial tips. This is money that you leave on the table for the person providing the service, or the bar, or the seat, or wherever. So what you do is whatever financial situation you are currently in, at the moment that you're getting the service provided to you, switch roles with the person who's providing you the service. So let's say you're in a good place right now. You're doing very well economically. Everything's smooth and you're doing well. And all of a sudden, boom, you have that service provider's uniform on and you're providing the service. So now you're trading time for money and you're providing a service to guests, to customers. So you're no longer with your family or your date or your friends or whatever. You are now in a work environment in the same financial situation that you were as a customer. Now it's time to receive a tip. You've provided your service, you've done your best. Despite whatever's going on in here and in here, you did your best. You showed up to work and you're doing what it is that you're getting paid to do. You pulled it off. Customer leaves, you approach, you pick up the bill, you open up the book. What amount of money would make you smile and say, cool, I can't wait to use this money and splurge it on my spouse, splurge it and spend it on my kids, splurge it and spend it on my pet, on my dog. What amount of money needs to be in there to make you smile and say, I can't wait to blow this money on my loved one? Now let's go to the other end. Let's say you switched positions with the person who's providing you the service. Now you're not with your family. Now you're trading time for money, and you're working, and whatever's going on in here or in here, and you're still showing up for work and you're still doing the thing. But now you're in a tight spot. You're going through a financial winter. Money's tight. You got barely anything. You're behind on some bills. You're not doing as good as you wish you could be doing at that time because some stuff happened. Again, a winter. It happens. You step up to the table, you step up to the chair, you step up to the bar, whatever it is, you step up, you grab the note, you pick it up, and you see your tip. How much money could be in there that would give you a sigh of relief? Like, yes, thank you. Now those are the two scenarios right there, but they both have the same principle. It all depends where you're at in your current financial state. So try it next time that you're out. Next time you're getting a service provided and it's time to tip. Assume that the person providing you with that great service is in the same financial position that you're in. Either way over here, or somewhere in between. What amount of money would either A, make you smile and think, man, I can't wait to just spend this on my loved one? Or what amount of money would make you give a sigh of relief and say, now I got enough to pay the light bill? How would you, at that very moment, like to get tipped? This is, of course, if the service is any good.